Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be showing you our illusion pockets. If you've been kind of following us on our social media, you're probably already familiar with these, but we've had some questions about them and we've released a few kits, so I figured I would go ahead and kind of show you an assembly tutorial, kind of go through some of the different kits that are available, and then we're also going to be creating a new illusion called the Endless Tag illusion, and that comes with a freebie that we're going to be giving away. As always, you can find links to all of the supplies, freebies, socials, everything like that down in the description box below. And please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and we really appreciate it. Alright, without much further ado here, let's go ahead and jump into the kits. So the first one is our floral illusion pockets, and this is the first kit we released, and all of our kits come with little instructions on the pages telling you how to assemble some of these pieces. It comes in the Illusion Pockets 2, which is the second kit we came out with. This one has like a more kind of shabby neutral look, and it does come with a BlueBird stamp, so anyone who's in our BlueBird club, make sure to go ahead and pick that up. And that club is free to join, and we have a link down in the description if you are interested. And then the Illusion Pockets 3 is our most recent kit that we came out with, and it has a more of like a grunge look to it, like an industrial look. And this is just a small sample of what's in all of these kits. There's a lot more to be had, so make sure to go check out all of the kits and see what's actually in them. Alright, let's go ahead and kick off this tutorial with kind of the base tutorial, since we had some people asking about how to assemble these. So the first thing to consider when you're gluing these down is that the tags are probably going to stick out of the top of whatever the pocket is. So, you know, just keep that in mind. That'll kind of tell you how tall the entirety of the pocket and the tags with it are going to be. And then once you find where you like, we're going to be taking the background piece and we're going to mark with a pencil where we want it to be. That way, you know, we can glue things down and keep everything in place. And if you're wondering which is the background, which is the foreground, the background is usually the smaller of the two pieces, and it's the one with the opening, like the image of the opening, like the cavern, the hole, the drawer, whatever it is. So that's going to be the background piece. And for this piece, we're just going to add glue all over the back of it and then just glue it down flat, nothing special. And then the foreground piece is usually the larger piece, and it's going to overlap slightly over the background piece, just a little bit. You don't need a lot, but a little bit of overlap kind of sells the illusion. All right. And for these, we're going to treat them like we would any pocket. So go ahead and add glue to the sides and the bottom, leaving the top open, and then we're just going to glue that down to the first image, again, just with a little bit of overlap. And that's really it. It's very simple to assemble these. I know that they look kind of intimidating maybe or complicated at a first glance, but they're really not, and that's what's kind of wonderful about them. So then you can just go ahead and add any tags you want. These kits, sometimes they have tags that go with a specific piece. Other times they have some like free floating tags and ephemera pieces that you can add, and you can put anything you want in here. It's not a hard and fast rule. And I'll go ahead and do this one more time with the little, what do you want to call this? Like a file drawer here. And it's the same sort of thing. Figure out, you know, kind of how tall you want things to be. And then you can glue the background piece down first and then the foreground piece. The thing to remember with this one though is it is a little bit of a smaller pocket. So you want to make sure to keep the glue as close to the edges as possible and try not to move it around too much when you glue it down, because we want to keep as much room as possible for the cards that go inside it. So like the mailbox was a pretty large piece, so there's quite a bit of wiggle room there, but this one, since it's smaller, you just need to keep that in mind. And these pockets are large enough that you can fit all three of the file cards inside of them, so that's pretty cool. It really sells the illusion. This looks pretty real in 3D and I really like it. And with this third and final pocket that we're doing here, I'm going to show you how to turn it into a layered pocket. And again, this is really simple. So take the background piece and we're going to add glue to the left and right edges only. Don't add glue anywhere else. And then glue it down the same way you would any of the other background pieces. And same thing with the foreground. We're going to add glue to the sides and the bottom and glue that down. Again, a little bit of overlap here. And this is going to allow you to tuck ephemera pieces into the back back as well as into the front of the pocket. So it's got more of a layered effect. This allows you to add more ephemera if you would like, or sometimes the illusions look better when there's fewer cards in them because you can actually see the background. For example, you know, the mailbox got a little covered up, so that's something you could try to do. All right, let's go ahead and get to that endless tag illusion that I know you've all been waiting for. So for that, you are going to need the freebie that comes with today's video. It's just these 4 extra long tags, and these are printed on cardstock, same as the illusion pockets themselves. And this is something that I am genuinely so proud of my brain for coming up with, because it's just so simple, but it looks so cool. Like when you pull on these, you wouldn't expect them to just, you know, keep coming in this endless stream of a tag, and it's just so magical and cool looking. So let's go ahead and make this. Like with everything else, we're going to glue the background piece down first, and then with our foreground piece, before you glue it down, you want to take a pencil and mark the widest points of the pocket. And then I have this cutting mat I'll be using. This is linked in our Amazon affiliate shop if you are interested. But if you don't have this, you could also use like a piece of cardboard or chipboard or something like that, whatever you can to kind of create a barrier so you don't cut into your journal. And then I'm going to take a blade knife and I'm just going to create a slit between those 2 lines that we marked, you know, those widest points. And this is what is going to kind of create that illusion pocket within the illusion pocket. Now, something I noticed is that sometimes the tag would get caught on this little, you know, slit, this piece of paper here, this layer. So something you can do to prevent that is actually just add like a little bit of glue to the bottom of the cut that we just made. So just add a little bit of glue right underneath that, like a thin line of it, and that's going to glue it to our foreground piece. So just add glue to the foreground piece the way you would with any of the other illusion pockets, same thing as before, and then just glue it down right on top of that little cut, and that's going to allow the tag to slide in and out of it with a lot more ease. And we're going to finish up this project just by adding a little bit of glue to the perimeter of the back of the page and gluing it down to the page behind it. So make sure that you have an available page to do this illusion with. But otherwise, that is it for today's tutorial. I hope that you guys had fun crafting along with me, and let me know if you like the endless tag tutorial, because we don't have a lot of these like really long tags because they're kind of impractical for most pockets and journals. They're almost more like bookmarks than tags, but if you like them, we can create more in our shop, and then you can have a variety to use in all of your projects. So let us know in the comments below if that's something you'd like to see. And as I said before, don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're going to be coming out with some really big things very, very soon. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's some really exciting stuff coming up. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those special little surprises that are going to be coming out very, very soon. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for crafting along with me today, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!